Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I will be sharing my experience of why I failed my funded futures trader evaluation program. But before we go any further, I request you to please hit that like and subscribe button to help me grow this channel. As you can see from the title of this video, I failed my Apex 150k account $9,000 profit challenge. All of my trades were performed live here on this channel. If you are interested in watching how I executed my trades during each day of this evaluation, please check out my daily live trading streams. Link is mentioned in the description below. So what is this funded trader evaluation? Funded trader evaluation is a futures trading challenge offered by many prop firms where they evaluate your trading skills based on different parameters. And if you meet their profit goals without breaking any rules, you will be offered a fully funded trading account. Once you have a funded trading account, the profits you make is split 80-20 or 90-10 between you and the firm. And the most important thing is, if you incur any losses after being funded, it is 100% covered by the firm. That means you have zero risk of losing your own money. For this evaluation, I chose Apex Trader Funding, 150k account size, and my profit goal was $9,000, and my max drawdown limit was $5,000. Main reason for choosing Apex was once you are funded with them, they let you keep 90% of your profits. So let's go over the strategy that I followed for this evaluation. Trading strategy. For the 150k account size, I was allowed to trade up to 17 futures contract and 34 micro contracts. And I could choose between any future contract type I wish to trade. For example, S&P E-mini, Nasdaq, crude oil, gold, treasury bond, etc. I like trading S&P E-minis and Nasdaq futures. Most of the time, I prefer trading Nasdaq micros just because it moves very fast and offers many opportunities to enter and exit the trade during the day. And I only jump into S&P E-minis when I see a perfect setup. Stop loss strategy. It is very important to have a stop loss strategy. Even though I was allowed to lose up to $5,000 in a day, I should have set my personal daily max loss limit, for example, of $2,000. The reason for choosing a personal daily loss limit lower than allowed 5k limit is that it would have prevented my account from blowing up in a single day, and I still would have had a chance to make a comeback next day. The best way I think one can respect daily loss limit is by setting personal per trade loss limit, which can be even lower than the daily loss limit. You can set the per trade and daily loss limit within trading platform itself. Trading psychology. When you enter any trade, there are only two possible outcomes. Either the trade goes in your favor or it goes against you. The most difficult part of day trading is managing your emotions and mental capital when trades go against you. And this is the part where even I have been struggling the most. Some of the things which I think I need to work on to help build my trading psychology are knowing my strength. For example, identifying which products I trade best and eliminate products which I do not trade well. Knowing my weakness. For example, handling stress associated with taking a big losing trade. Knowing when to stop will help me keep my account from blowing up and still give me an opportunity to come back and be able to trade the next day. So to summarize, these are my do's and don'ts. Go slow. Even though I may feel an urge to get past the finish line by day 10, which is the minimum trading days needed to pass this evaluation, I should not overtrade and stick to my trading plans. Take as much time as I need to finish my evaluation. Accept losing days. It is okay to have a bad or a losing day. So do not try to convert a losing day into a winning day because this is when things get more worse and beyond repair. Once I have identified the product I am good at and what are my best pattern to trade, I should not change my trading style just because of one losing day or I have blown up one account. And most important of all, for the patterns to play out and trading plan to work, you need market participation. And that can happen only when you are trading during the normal market hours. So do not trade during the off market hours or when there is not much volume to trade. I hope sharing my learning and experience will help you in your day trading journey as well. I have more videos to follow where I will be sharing beginner, intermediate, and advanced level topics related to futures day trading. So please hit that like and subscribe button and turn the bell notification on so that you get notified when I release my next video. If you have any questions, please leave me in a comment below and I will get back to you. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye bye.